Hello and welcome to Retro Reviews, my channel where I review my favorite retro video games of all time as well as some modern releases I have recently finished. Today I want to talk about the Switch 2. We're finally almost there. Tomorrow morning we're going to have the full presentation, which is apparently going to be like an hour long, which is very exciting. I think we'll have 30 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes to show off the actual hardware, and then the rest of the time to look at games. I'm very, very excited about the games. If you're new to the channel, I've been talking about the Switch 2 for a very long time now, and I'm so excited to do my predictions, my official predictions for tomorrow's Direct. These are games I think have a realistic chance of getting to the Switch within the launch year. So I'm going to try and keep it as realistic as possible, but there might be some surprises here and there. First and foremost, we're going to see Mario Kart 9. I think that's a no-brainer. That's the easiest one here. We saw it in the official reveal trailer. That was the only game we really saw, so it's obviously going to be here. If they juked us and it's not there, that would be absolutely hilarious. But I think Mario Kart 9 is 100% going to be getting a showing here, and it'll probably be a launch title since the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the best-selling Switch game. I think it's a pretty no-brainer here. My prediction is that it's going to be called Mario Kart X. I think Mario Kart 10 is the actual name, and that Mario Kart 9 was Mario Kart Tour on mobile. So Mario Kart out of the way, let's go with a new 3D Mario game as well. I think this is likely to be a Mario Odyssey sequel at this point. I know I've seen some rumors for a while saying it wasn't going to be, but now we're starting to see some rebounding saying actually they are going to be moving on with an Odyssey sequel. My personal prediction, I think Odyssey makes the most sense. We've got Odyssey was such a huge smash hit for the Switch. It came in that first year, and we haven't seen another 3D Mario game except for Bowser's Fury, which kind of counts, but not really. A full 3D Mario game we have not gotten since Odyssey. I do think Odyssey 2 makes the most sense because Cappy mechanic was so cool. I think it'd be a mistake to kind of just throw that by the wayside. But if they do something brand new, I would be really down for that. I mean, Odyssey was fantastic, and I'd love to see what Nintendo wants to do with some brand new idea with Mario. But I do think we'll get a 3D Mario game that will be slated for holiday of 2025. I think that makes the most sense timeline-wise. Here's one of my curveball predictions here. I'm going to be going with a new Smash title. I don't know what this is going to be here. I don't know if it's going to be a full announcement either, but I do think Smash will make an appearance at this Direct. Either it's a very basic kind of Metroid Prime 4 type thing way back in 2017 where they say a new Smash game is in development, or we go with Ultimate Deluxe, or we just get the unveiling for the new Smash game. It's been a long time since the development cycle for the Smash Ultimate ended, and if we're looking at timelines, it makes perfect sense that we get one sooner rather than later. I know a lot of people have said like we're not getting a new Smash game ever because Sakurai said he's done with the series. You guys are full of crap. This is one of the best-selling franchises on the Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo's like pantheon as it is. It's the best-selling fighting game of all time in Ultimate, so they're absolutely going to be capitalizing on this. It's just a matter of when. They're not going to just sit on this gold mine just because Sakurai's not working on it. And I'm not even convinced that Sakurai isn't working on it. I think he absolutely is. If he's not like leading the development, he's at least like overseeing it. And I would be more shocked to not see Smash within the first year or two than if we did get a brand new Smash game. For my prediction, I think I'm going to go with a brand new unveiling. Actually, I was going to say just a title card. I'm going to go with a brand new unveiling. I think they're going to skip Smash Ultimate Deluxe. I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to get Smash Ultimate Deluxe over just having the cartridge, especially since it's backwards compatible. So I think Smash 6 will actually make a debut here, and I do think it will come out this year or early in 2026. Next is going to be Metroid Prime 4. I think they will do a very quick thing here since it was at the original Direct, but they're going to talk about Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA being on the Nintendo Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4 being a launch title for the console. I think this will pair perfectly in tandem with Mario Kart X or Mario Kart 9, whatever we end up getting here. I think that's a really fantastic pairing there. A Mario Kart game, a really casual game to play with your friends and play online and explore the new potential story mode that I've heard thrown around a lot of the ways, and also having a full story mode, story-focused single-player experience in Metroid Prime 4. I think this will be the big hitter for the franchise. I think this will do a lot for not only for Metroid, but for the Switch 2 moving forward. I also think that we'll be getting some more remasters coming for the Switch 2. It only makes sense that they've been holding out on Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD getting ported over to the Switch if they're saving it for the Switch 2. There's no new Zelda game in development. No, there's probably one in development right now, but it's unlikely that we're going to be getting one anytime soon. We just got Echoes of Wisdom, and the year before that, we ended up getting Tears of the Kingdom. So I think it makes most sense to, in the first year, give us some remasters. Or we could also get a new remake. We've seen a few of the games get remade in the past. I think Link's Awakening is a perfect template to draw from. They could absolutely do the Oracle games, even finish that third expansion that they were working on back in the day that ultimately got canceled. We could see something like that happen. I'd love Minish Cap to get remade. Any of the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games I think are prime targets to be remade. Or even go back to the Super Nintendo with Link to the Past, my all-time favorite video game of all time. Even get Link's Adventure of Link's Adventure, I always forget which one it is. Zelda 2 could be fantastic, or just a full remake of the original Zelda game. Why not just go back to basics? I think that's the only way we get a new Zelda game in the first year of the Switch 2 is if we end up getting a remake or some remasters. I'm going to go with remasters here. I think in addition to these, we'll also get the Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remasters finally announced. I thought they'd be at this last Direct, or maybe they're just not coming at all. Honestly, maybe they're not coming. Or maybe they get put all together in a Metroid Prime trilogy to go along with like the Wii version, and it's all exclusive for the Switch 2 to incentivize you getting that over the just getting the remasters on the Switch 1. Whatever that is, I do predict a few remasters coming to Switch 2 early on. I think Zelda games and Metroid games would be prime targets because that'd be really good incentive to end up getting your bigger new console, especially if you're jonesing for some new Zelda content and we're waiting here. So I do think some remasters are coming on the horizon as well. I do think we'll get a Donkey Kong announcement as well. I don't know. I'm not positive on this one. I've heard too many rumblings. I've been waiting for so long. I need a new 3D Donkey Kong game. I just need it, okay? That's what I want here. I think this one's my most outlandish one, honestly, even over Smash. I think Donkey Kong is one of those that I've heard so many things about, but we don't see a lot happening here. But the Donkey Kong was in the Mario movie. We've seen Mario vs. Donkey Kong get a remaster or remake here. I do think Donkey Kong is in the spotlight in a very big way at this moment, and it's time to capitalize on it. So I think a new 3D Donkey Kong game has been in the works. I think that will be the one that gets announced, and it will not come out until 2026, but within that first year for sure. If it's not that, please give us another Donkey Kong Country game. I loved what the Returns games have done. I'd love to see more of that. I know Retro Studios has been hard at work on Metroid Prime 4, so maybe that's a ways off, but if a 3D Donkey Kong game is in the works and it's a sequel to Donkey Kong 64, I would be over the moon. Last, I'm going to go with some third-party stuff. I do think we'll see Gears of War trilogy on the Switch at this presentation. I think this will be the place to unveil it and say, boom, here it is. Gears of War trilogy is real. It's going to be on Switch, and it's going to be on PlayStation 5 and the Xbox as well. I think that would be one of the most crazy announcements to have at the Switch 2 Direct, but I think it's prime. I really do. I think Xbox would have much more success debuting it at a PlayStation State of Play or a Nintendo Direct than they would at their own conference. A remastered trilogy on the console that you already have a fan base for is cool, but having on a rival fan base console would be fantastic. So I think that's the one they're going to go with. I have heard rumors of the Halo Master Chief trilogy, Master Chief Collection, coming to the Switch as well. I don't know if that will make an appearance here, but I do think this is going to spark the rumors, and then the next time they come around, we're going to see the Master Chief Collection go to PlayStation 5 and Switch 2 as well. So I'm going to tap Gears of War trilogy because I've heard it making so many rumblings. I think that makes the most sense for the Switch 2 in that launch window, especially since it's apparently close to being done. I also think Rockstar is going to make a surprise release here and talk about GTA 6. I say release. We're not going to see any new gameplay trailer or footage or anything, but it's going to give us that logo and say, yep, we're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is definitely my most outlandish one right here. But I think having it on the go, Rockstar is really going to open up a gold mine for themselves. They already know GTA 6 is going to be phenomenally successful, but if they can make it work on that cartridge and make it work on the go, and if it's as powerful as we have been speculating about this, what the Switch 2 is, GTA 6 would go pretty hard. I think that one, again, is the most outlandish. If that one doesn't come true, 100%. But if it does, it's going to break the internet and it's going to be absolutely insane. Again, I don't know if we'll get any new gameplay or anything like that, but I just think even just the card saying it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 would be a game changer. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Give me your personal predictions. Are my predictions out there way too much? Or am I getting pretty darn close? I guess we'll find out tomorrow on, but I'd love to hear exactly what you have to think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.